also purchased something that y'all might laugh about. I don't know, but I got the original Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Hello everybody and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Today I'm celebrating my birthday with you guys with a birthday video to show you my haul and to answer a whole bunch of personal questions that you guys asked me online so that you can maybe get to know me a little bit. I'm not the best at talking about myself, really. I can kind of just go on and on and on and on about the makeup, about the weather, my shoes, anything but myself. So I thought I would just have you guys ask me a couple questions so you could crack this little egg open for me and get to know me a little bit better. So if you guys want to see what I got from Ulta, Sephora, including some epic samples, keep on watching. But before I show you the first thing, I want to preface it by saying that this is not merch, as the kids call it these days. I make jokes, I call it merch, but it's not really merch because it's not something that I'm posting online for repurchase, at least not at this point in my career. But I did purchase, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. I purchased some shirts for basically for me to wear. I'm wearing one right now. It's basically shirt for me to wear when I go off to work so that I don't have to sit there and go through 6 outfits like I normally would. I'm trying to figure out what's gonna be comfortable, what's gonna look most professional, blah, 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 blah. It's so annoying, it takes me forever, and it's been a struggle since I was a teenager. Hit the like button if you're a girl and you understand. Alright, so here is the front. It just says my name, SARAHX, and then it says create, design, transform. And on the very back is just like a faded, messy looking X. And I really like it. They're really comfortable. I got like the good cotton. And so I got actually 2 shirts. I got one for me for, you know, when I'm working. And then I got one for like if I ever have an assistant come with me, or, you know, it's a 2-man kind of a job and they're working with me. I would have them wear that shirt as well. Promotion, in-house promotion. And then lastly, I got business cards, really nice business cards made. They're like the cool, they got the metallic on there. I don't know, they're really cute. They go with the t-shirts. I have a sign for like my front yard, and I don't want to say too much yet, but I have been working really hard on my studio office room. Now I know you guys have probably watched the evolution of my office already, but you know, that's kind of how I am. Like I get more ideas and it just kind of grows and evolves and grows and evolves, and I just go with it. And so what used to be like, it used to be my baby's room, her nursery. She grew up, now she shares a room with her sister, and so it became kind of like my room. My room to do makeup, maybe sell makeup. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do at the time, but it has full-on evolved at this point into a full-on studio. And so I've been working really, really hard on getting it ready. I'm gonna have kind of like a toasting party, have my closest friends and family come on over and kind of look at it and celebrate it with me. My little studio office. It's set up for hair and makeup, but it's also set up for shooting, for doing images or video or whatever it is that I want to do for my website, for their personal websites, so that when I have people come into my studio and we're playing with hair and makeup, they can do really, really attractive and professional posts on their Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Moving on to this little lady. We have a new member of the family now. Her name, I'll show you. Her name is Miss Sophia. I wanted to call her Manny Quinn, but she has a name. So we're gonna call her Sophia. I'm gonna do all kinds of things to you. I think she's kind of cute. I don't think she's as creepy as some of the other ones that I've seen. She's fresh, she's new, she's unused. It was another hair student that wasn't going to be using it, never used it, and so I was like, can I buy it, please? And so I got her. I got the little holder that goes with it. So we're gonna have some fun. If you guys want to see what kind of fun hairstyles I come up with for Sophia, go check out my Instagram or my Facebook. I am SARAHX Artistry everywhere. All right, next up, I'm going to be doing, you can see I've got a big bowl of warm water right here. All right, first we're gonna start off with the Tatcha Deep Cleanse Clarifying Japanese Fruit Extract. It's for normal to oily skin, and it's just a deep cleansing face wash. It smells really nice. I'll show you what it looks like. She looks like this. Cleans really good. All right, so now we're just going to rinse this off. Next up is something that I keep recommending to people, but they don't seem to hear me. I don't know, because nobody ever comments about it, that they went and got a really cool sample or anything like that, but yep, y'all crazy. Because you can go into Sephora or Ulta or wherever for the most part and get yourself a sample of just about anything. Just about anything. And so I went in and I got a sample of that Tatcha mask, the Radiant mask. So we're gonna put that on today. And y'all, I am using Tatcha for free. You just go in there and you say, look, it's super expensive. There's no way that I am buying this without sampling it first. And they say, totally understand. And they give you a sample. I'm using some free Tatcha, and this is the third time that I've used it, so, and I think, no, this will probably be the last time I'll have enough for it, but 4 uses out of a free sample. And I've been applying it pretty generously, because if I'm gonna put it on, I wanna know it's really doing what it's supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, I've got it applied like every nook and cranny that I could think of. I got it as close to my eyes and my lips as I felt safe. We'll let Tatcha do her thing while I go through the rest of what I got from my little haul. All right, so we're gonna start with my gifts from my sweet hubby hubs. He got me a really cute bag with all kinds of stuff on it and a disco ball. Like, he's so cute. Now, he did purchase me 2 giant chocolate bars that are my favorite. I got a giant bouquet of flowers delivered on my birthday yesterday. And he took me to my favorite restaurant in Mexican, which is like not close at all. And it was like in the middle of the week. And so he was really, really sweet for taking me all the way out there just for my enchiladas. But they were so good. Oh my gosh. All right, now I'm just getting hungry. All right, let's move on to what he got me for like a gift. Mama got some Breaking Benjamin concert tickets, which, you guys, I know every song of theirs and I have never seen them. Never. Like, it's crazy, I don't know why, but I haven't. Oh, and by the way, the card that my husband got me literally made me cry like 3 times in public. Thanks, babe. All right, next up, I got some perfume. This is the Gucci Bamboo collection. Beautiful. There's Gucci right there. I don't know why. I don't know if he's trying to be funny or smart or funny and smart, but he got me a bunch of makeup erasers. I don't know if that's like his way of saying, honey, it's time to take all that off. He always gives me the best birthday gifts, the best birthday surprises, He is always trying to make sure that I know that I'm loved and appreciated, and I could not ask for a better partner, best friend, husband, life partner, whatevs you want to call him. He's the best that there ever was. Love you, babe. And now on to Sephora and Ulta. And what I wanted to show you is I got another sample, and this is of that Ole Henriksen eye brightening cream. Heard a lot about it. I want to try it. It's really expensive, you guys, so I want to try it before I go buying it. I also purchased something that y'all might laugh about. I don't know, but I got the original Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette that a lot of people rave about. A lot of artists rave about having this in their kit and how it's just very versatile. So when I was buying it and I was looking at the shelves, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking I better get this before Jaclyn Hill products are like no longer on shelves. T? Next up is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Gel, and I got the shade Distortion. I have seen Bailey Sarian use this so many times on her channel, and every time when she's applying it, I'm like, let me show you what it looks like. It comes in a little tube like this, and inside are mini glitters with a gel base. I am going to swatch a little dab. It comes off chunky, like it chunks off a little bit, but focus. Come on, baby. But it does blend out into a creamy wonderfulness. And I mean, it's beautiful. I'm super excited to use it. The camera, the video, it's really not doing it justice. It's absolutely stunning. It's like having a disco ball on your face. All right, the last thing that I want to show off in my little haul is I got the Anastasia lip palette. A lot of my classmates had this, and I was like, oh man, like, you gotta get that online. Where'd you get that, you know? And they were like, no, it's at Sephora. I was like, I wish they would have had it at Ulta, because I had like $100 of reward points and I would have totally gotten this at Ulta, but she didn't have it there. And so this is what the colors are. Let me just pull it out, and I want to show you. Oh my gosh, you guys. It comes with the teeniest, tiniest little Anastasia plate. It's a mixing palette. That's what it is, in case you're like, so you can mix your colors. And it comes in this cute little bag, which I'll probably totally keep it in. And it says Anastasia right on it. Oh, it's so cute, you guys. It's like the cutest little palette you ever saw. I love it. And I didn't even know it was in there. All right, so here she is. We're gonna open her up. There's a little lip brush in there, an Anastasia lip brush, which, hey, we'll take it. And these are all cream colors. Now, I know that it says lip palette, and you're looking at this like there's black, white, yellow, blue. Like, what are these colors? It's for mixing. If you want to take if you want to take a pink and you want to cool it down, you would add a little bit of that blue, just a touch. If your red is too orange for you, add a little blue. I plan on using this for many things, including probably some special effects uses. So I am super excited to really get into this palette and start playing with it. And obviously having this in my kit is going to be amazing. All right, now we're done with the haul. I'm going to rinse off my Tatcha. It still feels sticky, but like it's doing It's making me radiant. All right, next up, I'm going in with the Tatcha, a little mini-sized water cream. And let me just tell you that if you have oily skin, I think this would be the perfect moisturizer, like daily moisturizer for you. I gotta say, just even in the last couple of days, few days that I've been using the Tatcha stuff, my skin looks great. I've got my eyes primed with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. We are gonna go in with the third shade, which is the lightest shade in the palette that is matte. Just gonna work on stamping this color where I want it. All right, I turned my lights down a little bit because I feel like it was a little too bright. I've heard really, really good things about this palette, so I'm super interested to see how she will perform. All right, that's pretty simple. Not a ton of fallout, but a little bit. We're just gonna keep adding some definition slowly. All right, our first question comes from a good friend of mine now that I've met online, and we'll be working on our first project together pretty soon. And this question comes from Kayla McNeil. Now, all the questions that you guys were asking, they were really good questions, so y'all got me. Y'all got me for a real one. So Kayla asks, what motivates me to create the things that I do create? Now, if you are, like I said, if you don't follow me on Instagram, y'all, you're only seeing like a part of my creative side when you're watching my YouTube videos. And it's more or less just kind of like hanging out with me. It's not even, I'm not even showing you all the like the crazy things that I do. But I do a lot of fun and interesting creative things, and I try to work on a lot of fun and like creative projects, just because it keeps them juices flowing. But she wants to know what motivates me to create, and it can literally be anything, and I will give you a perfect example. Okay, about 2 months ago or so, I went on vacation with my husband, and as soon as we got off the plane, we knew that we were gonna like go to the hotel room and like put our stuff down, but like go get food. That was first on the agenda, because it was like 9 o'clock at night. We wanted to have a beverage when we got off the plane, and so we decided to drop off our bags and go to a restaurant. And it was just like a quickie little Florida Gator restaurant bar kind of a place. Typical Sarah fashion, she had to go pee as soon as she got there. But anyways, so I went to the bathroom, and when I walked in there, it was just a one stall kind of a situation. You sit down and the walls are like this close to you. The walls were really, really close together, and so it was hard to look at anything but what was on the wall. And what I saw was a poster of like male models. You know, it was like a boudoir shoot kind of a situation, where they were like wrapped up in the sheet and very, very innocent looking, very sexual. But anyways, so the funny thing is when I saw this calendar shoot basically in the bathroom, I had this giant moment of like in the bathroom, looking at this image, thinking to myself, this guy looks exactly like my friend's boyfriend, Calvin, and she's a gorgeous redhead, and I've been wanting to do some kind of a interesting shoot that was like my idea, my concept, my everything other than the actual hitting the button. I have somebody for that. So anyways, that is where that idea came from when I started the Artists in Love photo shoot idea. And if you go check it out on my Instagram, you guys, it is stunning. Shauna and Calvin killed it. All my props were perfect. The hair, the makeup, it was just right. I don't know, it was really great because not only was it a great shoot, but the couple that we were shooting, they're actually in love and they're actually artists. And that was the whole idea, was when I saw that calendar in that bathroom, the first thing I thought of was Calvin, because the boy looked like Calvin. And then I was like, all these ideas, you know? And so yeah, it all worked out really well. The shoot turned out stunning. I just posted the final images this last week. So seriously, go check them out if you haven't yet. All right, what are we putting on the lid? There's like a red tone here, so I'm gonna use that one first, and then I'll probably pop something on over it as well. I am just using my finger. Let's just keep going with it. Jamie French, you better not have done me wrong on this palette. You said it was good. Moving on. All right, we're giving another shade a try. This is a lighter pinky red toned shade. What I can say is that this looks better in person than it does on camera. With that being said, I'm gonna throw some of these brown colors on my bottom lid, put some lashes and mascara on, and we're gonna move on with the show. All right, guys, I finagled with the eyeshadow a little bit longer, just until I was somewhat satisfied, because Mom's got places to go, people to see, pizza to pick up, so we had to fix it a little bit. I would say that maybe I just need to practice a little bit more with that Jaclyn Hill palette, and I will probably be able to figure it out. Now let's do the Poreless Putty Primer. Now if this really makes me poreless, I will be like shockity doodad, because I have hella pores. I have a lot of pores. Next question comes from Kelly Prowse, who is another photographer that I have worked with. She was one of the photographers and kind of the creative director for the 80s themed photo shoot that I did in the arcade a little while ago. Also, those pictures are up on Instagram. She would like to know how, when you get to be our age, which is a little bit older, our skin starts to lose its elasticity, our pores get bigger, our lines get deeper, and things just overall don't settle on the skin like they used to when we was younger. And so her question is, how can you apply makeup after a certain age and have it still look flawless and beautiful and not cakey and gross? And so I'm gonna show you that right now. So as I've aged, I have also noticed that it is a lot harder to get your makeup to look like skin, to look like not makeup. So what I'm doing right now is I am spreading this foundation. I've got it on the back of my hand, and so I'm just like dabbing my finger in it. I got hella too much. That's all right. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm spreading the foundation all around where I want it. And I'm just using one little finger to do it. You can use a brush. On my clients, I use a brush, but for me, we just get the finger. And I'm gonna throw a little bit down here as well. Now, if you have if you have a foundation that dries really fast, you'll just want to do like half your face at a time. But this doesn't dry down too quickly. So the kind of brush I'm using is a dual fiber. You can find these anywhere. Morphe has them, pretty inexpensive. I think they're like $7 for their dual fiber brushes. But anyways, what you want to do is you don't want to do one of these, and you don't want to use really a beauty blender for like your main application. Now I'll show you what you can use a beauty blender for. Well, what you want to do with porous, wrinkly, textured skin, you want to press it and stipple. That means you're pressing it into those lines. You're pressing it into the ginormous pores that we have, because I have ginormous pores. One of these days, I might go get like a extraction treatment and see what I think of it and see if that changes anything. But basically, you just want to use not too much product, and so that's why I like the Juvia's Place, because it's very full coverage. You can spread it out and then get it on. Make sure it is all on and blended. I feel like that feels pretty good. And so in this sense, I've just evened out my skin, okay? Then you can take a beauty blender and look at your face, the areas where you get like bunchy makeup looking kind of cakiness. You could take your beauty blender, and you're not really removing the coverage that you just gave yourself. You're removing any of the possibilities for cakiness. And so I go around like my smile lines and down here, because this is where I get cakey. There's nothing on the sponge, it's just slightly damp. And so the areas where I feel like I get bunchy looking texture, just go over it with my sponge before going in with like my powder products and things like that. But first we're gonna go in with some concealer. Now for concealer, one major trick is that you don't want to go right in with the applicator. I'll put it on the back of my hand, dab my brush into it, and then we can go in and place it right where we want it. This is another Morphe brush. Get right up under there. And you can continue doing your stippling motions with this brush, but it's so soft that it's not gonna like remove your makeup or anything like that. Now I've got these very dramatic laugh lines, expression lines, whatever you want to call them. You're going to want to use a soft domey type brush and really get in those line areas. Just really, this is the only spot that I do it, and then right here, because I have a lot of like expression lines up there too. So we're just buffing those lines so that they're not so prominent and that the makeup is settled into the lines, so that you don't get that thing or your makeup cracks and your fine lines and your wrinkles are sticking out like a sore thumb. Hope he likes that. Nice, right? And again, with the Beauty Blender, we're gonna go just over those same spots that we just put concealer on. Keep her blended, keep her pressed in, and keep her light. That is a very important part to keeping your textured skin not looking any more textured, is you don't want to go in with layers and layers and layers of product. You want to kind of pinpoint and spot paint, really. Now, for the fine lines, we're gonna do one of these. Now this is if you need your makeup to last for, you know, a while. This keeps it set and smooth. Give yourself a nice little goatee. Make sure that before you go in with your powders, that all your creases are already gone. And there you have it. I will get nice and close. The skin is mattified and the pores have been blurred down. This is the best way that I know how to do mature skin, which is with very little product, placed with a brush very strategically, a little bit of powder. And there you go, there you have it. I hope that helped you, Kelly. Let me know down below in the comments if it did. I'm gonna bronze up with this Cool City bronzer. I'm gonna do a little extra contouring with the BH Cosmetics bronzer. Now our next question hails from Canada. We'll call her Jennifer PLC. But she has been a follower of mine for a long time, and she's very supportive, very sweet. Seems like a real good mama. But anyways, her question was, how did I feel when I first shaved my eyebrows, and how do I feel about it now? And I would have to say that when I first shaved off my eyebrows, I was nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was pretty nervous about like I don't know, what people were gonna say. Like I'm literally not even gonna try and lie about that. Okay, like I was nervous, I don't know. At the time, Jeffree Star was really popping off on YouTube and online, and I thought, you know, the first thing people are gonna say is like, this girl needs attention, or like whatever. I got over it pretty quickly, because the minute I shaved off my eyebrows, the moment I actually did it, I was like so relieved. It was like taking a breath of fresh air, or it was like getting a job finally done that you had been working on for years. When I shaved them off, I felt this enormous sense of confidence in myself and the fact that actually I don't think I care what people say about me, because I did. I did get a few comments like, oh, she's trying to be like Jeffree Star, or like they, you know, would call me like an alien. Same thing, right? It bothered me for all of like 0.02 seconds. So when I shaved them off, I was free. I felt free. And now that it's been like a year or so, 6 months, I'm not even sure, no, about a year since I shaved off my eyebrows, like I really could never go back. Like, and I wish I would have done it a long time ago. First of all, most people do not even notice that I don't have eyebrows. Like legit, people think like they're just really light colored or something like that, but they don't even notice. I will make a joke or a comment about not having eyebrows, and they will be like, you know, like they didn't even notice. And so I think that's crazy. I love that, and I love not having eyebrows. I do draw them on sometimes, but I almost never feel the need to have them on anymore. So that might sound crazy to you guys, but living with a line of eyebrows for like over 15 years, that was way worse than not having eyebrows. And now I have lids for days. I just have to say, for this lip kit, the brush that comes with it, it is the cutest frickin' thing I've ever seen in my life. It's got a nice lip brush, the same kind that I use for like everybody else. And on the other end, it's a little spatula, you guys. It's a little spatula. You can never have too many spatulas. All right, next question is from another good friend of mine who I have met online, but I actually saw on television first, and that is Kayleen Brave. She is a very sweet girl whom I connect really well with, just because I understand what it's like having a hard time getting through life. All right, the lipstick is really pretty. The brush is poo on a stick, actually. It is way too flexible, and you cannot get like a solid line. I really had to work at that, but the color. All right, now we're gonna hunt on a little Wet n Wild. That's pretty. This is the Wet n Wild, Mega Glow Lip Gloss in Clear Quartz. Kind of got that blue toned backing to it. I like it. I'm into it. Kayleen's question was, what inspired me to become a makeup artist? And I really don't know myself, I guess. I started out buying a bunch of unique brand makeup because they have a really good sale where you can get like $400 worth of new makeup for $99, and I needed new makeup. So I bought that, tried to kind of sell it, wasn't into it. I'm not a salesperson. I can't do that. I'm a work with my hands kind of person, and so I quit doing that pretty quickly and realized that I was just enjoying myself doing makeup. And so when Halloween came around, I saw on YouTube that they were doing like 31 straight days of Halloween makeup kind of videos, and I was like, you know what? That sounds like so much fun. And so I just decided to do it, and I was really good at it and was like, wait, why am I good at this? Like, I've never thought in a million years that I was like great at makeup, or that it was like a skill or anything. I mean, like, I did all right. I did other people's makeup and whatever, and hair, but like, I never really thought of it. And after, I would say it was after the 31 days of Halloween makeup was when I officially decided, like, I think I'm gonna look into becoming a makeup artist, like, huh? And here I am today, 1 year later, an official, professional, trained, certified makeup artist and hairstylist, and I'm sitting in my own studio. I've worked with the most amazing people, and not just that, but every single second that I have worked, I enjoy it. I more than enjoy it. I eat it up, I soak it up, I love it up. It's everything to me, other than my actual family. It has blown my mind that like my life is here, that it's gotten to a point where I've got a career and a husband and 4 kids and a house and love, and I don't know, everything is just crazy and wonderful and magical and suspenseful, and I love it. And the last question I have is from another friend online whose name is John Morrison, and he's always very supportive and very kind and thoughtful in his comments and his posts. And he would like to know, what is my heart craving? My heart craves desire, passion, creativity, but I think above every single thing else in the world, what my heart craves is freedom. And that's gonna sound kind of weird, because it's gonna sound like I am locked away somewhere, or know somebody's, you know, keeping their thumb on me or something like that. And it's not that, but it's like a self-freedom. Because when you get older, you learn more about yourself, you learn more about what makes you tick, what makes you mad, what makes you happy, what drives you, all of these things. And so for me, it's just understanding who I am as a person, as a human on this planet, as a mother, as a wife, and as a servicer to people. It makes me feel free when I have more and more and more of an understanding of my heart, my mind, my body, and the world that I have to live in, that I have to survive in. For me, my heart craving freedom is definitely something that kind of defines me. I'm always looking to keep being better, to keep learning, to keep growing. There is never a point in my life where I will be like, I have arrived, I'm here, you don't need to teach me nothing else. Never. I will never be in that position, because that is not in my personality. Learning and growing and being inspired, those are the things that keep me going every single day, whether it has to do with work, my family, my husband, any of it. I keep myself going, and you guys keep me going. The support that I see online of the work that I'm doing now and just of the transformation of my life, it's been wonderful to be able to share it with you guys and to be able to enjoy it with you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for asking me these questions. And if you guys have any other personal questions, feel free to leave them below in the comment section. And I will see you guys next Monday for another video. I have a couple of ideas. I've been having a lot of ideas, and so I don't want to say what it is because, you know, I might just change my mind at the last minute, but I've got a lot of really cool ideas for new videos coming up soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my birthday haul and learning this and that about me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!